we stand on that topic of is popping off and taunting and fighting games too disrespectful? Personally, if you winning, I don't care.
Okay, so this came up because Tim might know who this guy is. He's a Tekken player named Pokechop,
I've heard of him.
and he is known for being a little braggadocious. And when he's playing, he starts rocking back and forth and starts talking shit, and he talks a little bit, nothing crazy. Like, I want to see if I could find something like.
I don't think he's tomorrow.
I don't need the sound, but he starts whooping their ass and trying to see if I could. I don't know, but he'll like start walking back and forth and start talking trash and doing all type of stuff. And someone started was complaining on Twitter like, this is disrespectful. Someone like Nee or Arslan Ash wouldn't do stuff like this. And I'm all like, I'm torn on it. Like, part of it is like, if you just talking a little bit, I really don't care. But there is a point where you're getting a little too much, and I'm like, hey, dog, calm it down. We playing video games. You getting a little too disrespectful over some video games. So I'm torn on the whole thing, but like, I just like to get your opinion on if.
Oh,
like, yeah, it's like, he just sit there and be talking, rocking back and forth, and he talk trash and.
okay, you can go first. Maybe you feel like you ready have something to say.
Well, I mean, you don't want my opinion on it. Because here's my thing. If we treating this, if fighting games is a competition, right?
Yep.
If I'm better than you, I'm talking shit. If you better than me, you got the right to talk shit. It's that simple. I feel that way on the football field. I feel that way in the basketball court. Don't matter.
Okay.
If I could talk shit, talk your shit. If you earned it, talk it. And if I want you to shut up, I need to do something about it. I need to shut you up. It's that simple. And I've always felt that way about sports. Hell, Deion Sanders, one of my favorite players of all time. Deion Sanders, T.O. Like, these are the dudes I like growing up because they talked shit and they backed it up. If you want to talk and you can back it up, I ain't got a problem with that.
Okay.
I ain't got a problem with that. I tell my girls, I'm like, when we go out there, we gonna talk some stuff and we gonna have some fun and we gonna win some games. I'll say this, for instance, another school came to face us in our first game last year. Our first game. This school is known for putting out football players. I won't say the name of the school, but they're known for putting out football players. They came walking down the steps into the stadium, and they walked past our girls. And our girls, the year before I got there, they did suck. They won 3 games, and they just lost their best player. They went walking past, and they was like, oh, yeah, easy win, easy win. So me, being the child that I am, I start clapping, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we gonna see. And I start running my mouth. And then when we beat them, we talked all the way back to the bus. We popped our stuff because, hey, y'all wanted to talk, that's fine. But then when we shut y'all up, we're going to talk now.
Okay.
So if it's a competition, I feel, let him talk. Shut him up. You want to stop him? Beat him.
So you don't think there's any lines? You could say whatever. If you're winning, you can say whatever.
Well, there's always lines. If you keeping it to the game, don't be out here talking about nobody's family for no reason. I mean, you can do that, but, results may vary. But I'm saying if you keeping it to the sport or to the competition or whatever, and you talking, it's what it is. If you telling somebody they suck and you beating their ass, they suck. Now you can't be inviting people to your manhood and stuff like that. Then you crossing the line and it's fighting words. But hey, I'm saying if you keeping it to the sport,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm torn on it because, like I said, I'm okay with shit talking. I'm perfectly fine with it because honestly, I think some shit talking brings a little bit more
Edge.
bring a little more edge, a little more fire, a little more excitement.
And also it knocks
to
off
the
your
matches.
opponent a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
But if there are lines, and I don't know what the guy was saying, what Poke Chop was saying that this person was calling him disrespectful. But one, in my opinion, you can't relate one player to another player. Oh, Nee would never do this. Okay, that's Nee.
Right.
Like,
on the same sense, I hate when people be saying that. Oh, act like you've been there before. Barry never did a touchdown.
exactly.
That's
That's
so
Barry.
what? That's Barry.
That's
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah.
That was his mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, it worked for him. I know Steve Smith said a lot of times he needed to hate people because that's how he played at his best.
He was an angry person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
And so, some people need that to play a certain way. Everyone's built differently. Like I said, I don't have a problem with shit talking as long as there's some merit to it. Like,
that's what I said. If it's on the competition of whatever you're talking about, like if you saying somebody sucks, you effing suck, stop playing the game. Okay, it is what it is. But if you like, oh, you suck, your wife should have never married you, I'm gonna go, now you crossing the line.
yeah.
Now you know what I mean? So if you're
but
keeping their family and stuff out of it, I don't.
But I also mean context is important. So, for example, like I said, Evo is an open tournament.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to Evo, I played That was still Tekken 7, right? Tell me when we went to Evo.
No, it was 8.
It was 8?
Yeah.
It was 8? Okay. Whatever. I was not a good player. Not even close to, not even intermediate. I'm well at beginner level in Tekken 8. If I'm playing against him, he knows off like the first interaction, we're on 2 different levels.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to talk shit to me because...
But if he starts that, oh man, you suck. You be like, yeah, I know, I'm just trying.
Yeah.
At that point, you'll kill everything he had. Like he'll be sitting there like, damn. Like I can't even, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I'm saying at that point, if you want to keep going, now you're just being an asshole because it's clear that we're not even. Now, if it's someone we've played a lot and we've gone back and forth and now he's getting the best of me, hey, talk your shit.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. But I think context is key. You can't just talk shit across the board, especially in situations where, in my opinion, like you said, Evo, he might be going against some 15-year-old kid. Yeah.
Shit.
Depending on what he says. Once again, context is key. If he's just saying, hey, get your weight up, young man, you ain't ready yet.
Don't bring that weak shit in here.
You know, stuff like that.
That's why I say when I block my sons on their little hope.
Like, I get that stuff. But like I said, I think context is key on this one.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I do think whoever made that post about him being disrespectful, they're soft.
I was about to say we've become such a soft society too. So,
like, they're soft. If the person who's getting the shit talked to him ain't complaining, shut the fuck up.
Tell me you better not have a problem with it. You teabag people in games.
No, I didn't even get a chance to talk
I'm
yet.
joking.
I teabagged earlier, by the way.
See?
But no, I'm all for it as long as it doesn't get physical. And like you said, the context part, I get that part. There's so many great pop offs in fighting game history. It's great. Street Fighter, you got Tekken. There's I think one of the funniest ones I've ever saw was it was on Mortal Kombat. I don't know which game it was, but it was I remember the two players, and the one's name was Scar, and the other one's name is Buffalo. And then Scar was the white dude, but or yeah, whatever. But he was like, when he beat the dude, he was just screaming in this dude's face, and the dude just he flicked him off. Like you can tell, like he got under this dude's skin so bad. And but but no, like you said, context is key, because I have a pop off story actually. Back in 2000, I think it was Morova Mall was still at the arcade or whatever. Marvel's Capcom.
Aladdin's arcade.
No, it was just Tilt. It was Tilt.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvel's Capcom 2 was there. This guy was there, and he was beating everybody. I'm like, I didn't play the guy, but me, White was there. This dude named Mike Clark I was friends with, and Dave Marshall was there. We all went to the mall together, and we went to go play Marvel's Capcom 2. This dude was beating everyone's ass. He beat all their ass, so I said, okay, I'll play the guy now. As soon as I decided to play the guy, because I don't want to play anymore, he lets his little brother play. The kid's like 8 or 9 years old, so I'm like 15 at the time. I was like, I'm going to beat this kid's ass. Kid beats me. And White kept fucking picking, like just getting on my fucking nerves, because he was getting on my nerves at this time, because he kept just pissing me off, like, yeah, you lost to an 8-year-old kid, and then Dave Marshall was jagging me off about it too, and then the kid was all excited because he beat me, so I got mad, and because once you lose your turn, you got to get back in line to play. I was like, fuck that, I threw my little 50 cent back in, got pissed off. I beat the kid. I popped off. Took White, slammed him against the coin machine.
Damn.
Look, he's one of the people that can get me triggered in seconds. But I was so mad because I felt like everyone in the arcade was laughing at me because I lost to this kid. And,
I would just punch the kid.
No, I ain't gonna do that. The kid did nothing.
Beat me in real life, little motherfucker.
Right? The kid did nothing wrong. Like
Quentin is joking.
I know. But
No.
know,
I'm not saying that.
I'm 100% joking.
Quentin is joking.
But like, I was so mad, and but like you said, context is key. So even though I was already embarrassed because I lost to this kid, then I popped off, slammed White against the coin machine because I was so sick of him. Then I made an ass of myself at the arcade. You know what I mean? Even though I won the match after that, but the kid was terrified after that. I apologized to the kid, but I was just so mad, like you said, because of context. Because they kept making fun of me because I lost to this kid. The kid was good. He knew how to play. I was like, I'm gonna beat this kid's ass. You know what I mean? And he beat me.
You underestimated him when you paid for it. Yeah.
Exactly. So then when I played him the second time, I calmed down. I started figuring the kid out, and then I beat him. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's context is key though. But I'm all for pop offs as long as you don't touch people. And you know what I mean? And like you said, as long as you doesn't get disrespecting people's wives or mothers.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you
family.
Yeah. You keep it
And
to
also-
what you're playing.
Right.
And also, don't get in my face.
Yeah.
Like if we're playing video games, don't hop up in my dog.
Yeah.
You got to back up.
You know what? There's like a lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you cross
In my
it, then you're
space,
like, okay,
yeah.
now it's getting personal.
Yeah.
But
like this was the tweet. Like one.
Oh, look at the dude's profile picture. Of course he's soft. Look at him.
He already knew he was gonna get roasted because he even said it. I'm gonna get roasted for this because
Yeah, you're gonna get roasted for it because everyone who pays any attention to competitive Tekken knows about Poke Chop, and they know this is what he does.
Mhm.
And he also is the one who keyed the term "no round brown," meaning I beat you straight, you ain't get a single round. He keyed that term in as far as Tekken goes, as far as I know. But this is what he's, like you said, he's been doing this for years. Right. And he's like, damn, not cool. He's soft.
Yeah, I agree.
But I just thought it would be good to
definitely took his profile picture while singing like, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Of course he's soft.
But
No, I agree. Like I said, it's about context. As long as you be like, I'm all for the trash talk. I have zero issue with trash talking and popping off, like you said, but don't get in my face. You know, um, so like,
That's why even like the stuff I got into at the basketball game, I was fine with the dude talking stuff,
right.
but then he crossed the line, and it was like, all right, bro, then now we got to fight.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So no, I mean, I don't. I don't mind it. I told y'all the situation where I was in college and the dude was talking stuff on everybody mad.
Yeah. Then you beat him.
I beat him and he shut up. It was like somebody beat him. You know what I mean? And he talks smack to me until we actually started the quarter. Then he was like, "Oh,
That's all I got. Like I said, I'm all for the pop off. Like some of the best, I can name a whole bunch of great pop offs that happened.
Yeah.
Wolf Crone and K Brad.
pop offs. I have zero issue with as long as it's not personal, because most of the time, pop offs are just emotions coming out. I
Right.
won.
Mhm.
I'm just, it's just like when someone scores a touchdown.
Mm.
Most of the time, they aren't thinking about what they're going. They're just emotion. It's just emotions coming out. So pop offs, I have no issue with. Taunting, context is key. What Poke Chop does, there's nothing wrong with it as long as he is not doing anything too egregious, but just rocking back and forth and saying stuff like, "Oh, I got you," or whatever. If that upsets you, you're soft. Stop playing video games.
Like it was
Stop. Let me rephrase that. Stop competing.
F Champ and KBR. Like that was another one. F Champ, was messing with him, and then he got in the mic and got in his face like, "This is my game," trolling him, and then he lost anyway.
Yeah.
But anyways, my bad. But
I'm just like, it's not disrespectful as long as he's not saying disrespectful stuff. If he's just saying, "Oh, I got you," "Oh, you're trash," if you're getting upset about that, you're soft. Don't compete.
Sure.
That's all I gotta say about that part. Like, you're like, plain and simple. If you're going to get upset about someone saying you're trash or rocking back and forth or saying "I got you" or something along those lines, you're soft. Do not compete. And I don't want to sound like a bully, because this is going to come off kind of bullyish sounding, but most of the times it's people that's never competed in anything that will say stuff like this.
that part."
hey, don't shoot at me on this plan. No.
Oh, because
That's
seriously,
right.
because
It's
if you've competed, if you've played sports, or if you've been in competition,
And
you have that edge to you,
Yes.
because you have to have it.
And to be clear, by compete, I don't mean I played an organized sport, I did anything, I played in college football or whatever. You could be someone who played pickup basketball with your friends in a backyard.
Oh, there's definitely some stuff talking going on there.
Exactly.
Already know.
Absolutely.
There's no stakes. It's just friends playing. Trash talking will happen. So it's generally people that never did any of that stuff that will complain about that. Because even in video games, like you just said a minute ago, you're playing with your friends. You're playing with them. Y'all next to each other. "I got you. You trash."
Yeah.
So it happens in any type of competition. So a lot of people that say stuff like that, let me pull it up on screen, who says stuff like that, like Overflow, you've never competed in anything and you're soft.
He had an overflow of his vagina.
On that note, why do people say
I know vaginas are very tough.
extremely tough? They gotta shoot out a person, and a lot of times get torn apart in the process. They're extremely tough.
Like I tell my wife, it came out of me first.
No comment.
Yeah, but it was a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Microscopic in size at that point, as
Okay.
opposed to
No one pats me on the back.
anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds.
Did you see the baby that was 13 pounds that was born?
Is that the one where people was like, where you had like
All the
NFL
colleges,
teams
yeah.
was like Dibs.
on a
Right.
college, and they had like all the colleges posted. And there's like the 2044 New York baby.
Oh
It's
my
like
lord.
13 pounds. I'm like, oh, she was a Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Did you see Brock Lesnar's daughter and NFL offensive lineman are dating?
Yeah, you told us. We talked about that a while back. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
they have a baby. That
Yeah.
that baby gonna be genetically insane.
I'm more or less.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nope.
Yes, it will be.
But yeah, if what Poke Chop does offends you, you're soft. Get over it.
Beat him and pop
Toughen
off on
up.
him. Yeah.
Toughen up.
Absolutely.
All right.
But if I'm competing and you get in my face,
Yeah, that's a different story. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you
D-
cross the
don't-
line, then there's
don't-
a problem.
don't get surprised if you get smacked.
Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, you say you're in here. You're in my.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
I agree.
Yep.
So
If I can get your spittle on me, yeah, you're getting smacked.
yeah,
If you're that
And
close
that's-
where the
that's
spittle
just
from
a
you
fact,
talking
too. Yeah, that's
can
just-
get on me, I'm not saying it does. I'm saying if you're that close where it could,
Mm-hmm.
don't be surprised if you get smacked.
Yes, sir.
Yep.